of Switzerland in lane 5. Terzian of Greece in lane 6. Van der Vloot of Holland in lane 7. And Perrault of France in lane number 8. The first 4 go through into the semi-finals. Linford Christie, now 34. The reigning champion, the Olympic champion, the world champion, the Commonwealth champion, the European record holder. But of course, he's had these problems for the last 3 weeks, having slightly pulled a hamstring at Crystal Palace. He's reckoned to be right, but he hasn't been racing, and we're reaching now the test. He's been through the first round, but he's got 4 rounds to go. Of course, he's not racing sharp totally. Terzian in lane number 6 may be the biggest danger. He's from Greece, 10.25 this year, born in Buenos Aires, Argentinian father. He was the man who finished second in the European indoors this year in Paris to Colin Jackson in the 60-metre dash. He's the reigning Greek 100-metre champion. The Norwegians, great hopes on this man. 10.26 this year, Kenneth Jensley. 10.44 in the heat this morning, but was cruising. Linford Christie didn't get a very good start this morning, but one felt he wasn't actually pressurizing himself. But of the 8 qualifiers in this quarter-final, he's the fastest at 10.39 on this morning's heat. Got a strong following wind, by the way, so the time, if he pushes it, or any of them push it, could be quite fast. Linford, one of the most organized athletes, mentally and physically, in the world. He knows how to approach the event, he knows himself. Probably his biggest task will be in the Commonwealth Games. But first of all, physically, he's got to come through this one. It's asking a lot when you've not raced for 3 weeks, gone through an injury, to come out sharp. Christie in lane number 3. The first 4 go through into the semi-finals. Difficult to see who broke there. Appeared to me, Christie got a very good start that time by comparison with a slow start this morning. The odd thing is, for a European Championship like this, they haven't got any lights on the blocks. Well, lane 3 is Linford Christie, and there is a red disc up there behind Christie, and he may well have got the full start. No, lane 7 now penalised. The red disc didn't mean a thing. And actually, the lights weren't working this morning, those lane blocks, but they've got it together now. Van der Vloot of Holland is the culprit. The reigning Dutch champion at 100 metres. A bit confusing, actually, in the background with the red flags and a red disc behind as to who's making the decisions. Christie in lane 3, the lineup again. Lee Anderson, Sweden in 1. Cornelia, Belarus in 2. Christie, Great Britain in 3. Jensley of Norway in 4. Dollar of Switzerland in 5. Terzian of Greece in 6. Van der Vloot of Holland in 7. Perrault of France in lane 8. The first 4 into the semi-finals. Semi-finals and final tomorrow. Got away this time, and Linford Christie didn't get such a good start as before. Jensley alongside him from Norway, but Christie comes storming through. Any doubts we've got have now been dismissed. Second was Terzian, third was Dollar, and in 4th place Jensley of Norway. And the time, 10.07. A fantastic run. He's come off the back of an injury without competition in 3 weeks, and he's just run away from the rest. The last 50 metres were unbelievable. Even Linford smiling about that one. Didn't get perhaps as good a start as he might have done, but it wasn't a bad start either. Perhaps Jensley alongside him made him look a bit slower than he was. But look at this, from 30 metres, the pickup is fantastic. And he just goes flying away from the rest. He really is on a different planet. Look at the gap he's created there. Terzian, silver medalist in the European indoor 60 metres, second. Dollar, as I thought, third. Jensley, fourth. Those four go into the semi-finals. Any doubts we got about Christie's fitness have now been dismissed absolutely. Brendan Foster sitting alongside me, shaking his head in wonder.
Well, I think he would have been amazed himself by the way he ran there. He was a bit tentative this morning. He's been telling us for the last couple of days that you know, he really wasn't going to do anything special in the heat. Just go through the motions, and I'll tell you what, the 70 metres from 30 to the finish, I'd love to see a split time for that. He wasn't even trying, and he was miles clear. I think he'll have even shocked himself there. But he said he was hungry for races, and you look at him, he wasn't brilliant out of the blocks. He took a while to rise to his peak, and then all of a sudden he gets to 30 metres and he starts almost lifting off the track.
I'm not so sure he wasn't too bad off the blocks, actually. I think the guy alongside him made him look a little bit slow, but of course once Linford hit him at 30 metres, Jensley of Norway had gone. He was absolutely blown away, and there looks to be a following wind which is quite strong, but in fact it's not. This is a genuine time, 10.07, and the following wind 0.07. So in fact the wind is not all that strong. That was an astounding run. Christie, I said, is one of the best organised athletes of the whole lot. He's rounded up to 10.08, but he absolutely knows himself, and so does Ron Rodden, his coach. They know what to do. He's come out of 3 weeks rest or injury period, and he's got himself absolutely right. The four qualifiers: Christie, Terzian, Dollar, Jensley.